Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wrestling Experience. My name is Earl, and tonight Earl and Sarah proudly present to you AEW Dynamite. Dynamite is on the air tonight at 8 p.m. here on TBS. And of course, tonight we're going to talk about AEW and some vast improvements. We're going to talk about Raw this past Monday night. We're going to talk about that. We've got all kinds of action, and the gang is back together again. The Denti Bang Bang Gang is back together again, ladies and gentlemen. We were together. The last time we were together was on April the 3rd, 2024. And tonight we return to the stage to give it to you. So here on a Wednesday night, it's time for Dynamite. It's time for action, and it's time for the wrestling experience, and it's time that you beam aboard the mothership on a Wednesday night and join us live for Dynamite in Fairfax, Virginia. It's time to get Dynamite.
You've landed on the Logron ship. Welcome to Planet Experience. Welcome to the Wrestling Experience.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wrestling Experience, and welcome to presenting the AEW Dynamite. But I'm not here alone. No, 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 no. Ladies and gentlemen, she is Wisconsin's darling. She's part of the Denti Bang Bang Gang. I'm glad to have her back here at the screens. I'm glad to have her back here on a Wednesday night for Dynamite. She's great. She's passionate. She's funny as heck. And she can turn the world on with her smile. Ladies and gentlemen, please tell me one of the one, the only, so let's go rain.
Hi, Earl. How are you?
I'm doing well, so how are you tonight?
Good. I wanted to tell you something. So, when I feel down or if I'm like just work is crazy, I listen to the voicemail that you left me on my birthday. And it makes me laugh and it makes me smile. So, I actually saved your message and I listen to it when I'm just having a rough time. And it makes me feel better.
Oh, Sarah, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Everything that I say about you, it is a testament and it is true. I really and truly love you to pieces. You are absolutely great to work with.
Oh, you're the
You
best.
are you're a treasure, and it's just I don't even know. I just can't. Words can't even describe it. I am just so glad that we're back together again on a Wednesday night. The last time we were together for the last time was on April the 3rd, and I had thought at that point. I thought it. Yeah, I know. I thought at that point we were all done. We were done doing Dynamite, and I had thought that I said to myself, I said, well, if we got to change everybody, we got to change everybody because everybody's situation is different and everything. So, but we work around everything, and we get the homework done, and we're here for you as always. I am just so glad that you're back in the fold, and I'm glad that you're doing well, and things are going in the right direction. And like I said, if you're ever down or you need anybody to talk to, I'm a phone call away, I'm a text away, and everything else in between. So, yeah, because you were here for me when Jeffrey died, and you were here. Uh, so, ladies and gentlemen, part of the second part of the Denti Bang Bang Gang is here. Let's add it to the screen. Hey, Nick, how are you tonight?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Good, good. I thought I would put a little extra oomph in your song because you know, Nick, I love when you're on the show. So I had until tonight I was practicing all of my intros and everything else, and then getting it out. So I said to myself, I said, well, the Denti Bang Bang Gang is back. You have to salt and pepper it a little bit, Earl. So do what you do best, Earl. And yeah. So I went in. I'll tell you what happened. I'm gonna make you all laugh. I went in the office coat closet and I was practicing so that nobody would hear what I was doing. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, anyway, you do what you can.
Nobody busted you?
No, no, on the lunch hour, you use the coat closet. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, anyway.
Sports is here. Keenan's
Oh,
here on Facebook.
Keenan, dear, thank you so much, Keenan.
And RB is here, of course. Daniel Berry Sports.
RB did. All right, thank you, David Sports. Hello.
Wes here.
Wes is here. Hello.
Those
guys.
comments so far.
Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming because we got a lot of entertaining things tonight here for you on the streams. I also have a story about AEW. We're going to talk about that later. I want to get your assessment on it, guys, and see if you agree with me or not. So let's just talk about this for a second. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was probably the most talked about thing I've ever seen on the streams. The views were fantastic, and I want to thank everyone for doing that. Me and London did Monday Night Raw. It was an up and down kind of a road, but boy, did we get some interesting stuff out of it. First of all, Seth Rollins returns as a shocking surprise. He returned to Raw, and Triple H did his job and he did it well. He said during a call that he did not want to spoil anything about Rollins' return. What the WWE did is that they sneaked Rollins into the hotel. Now, what they did is they deactivated Rollins' cell phone. His company's cell phone, they deactivated so that this way Rollins wouldn't accidentally tweet something out that he was in the neighborhood or anything like that. So that's what they did. They temporarily deactivated it, and then they reinstated once he came into the arena. So they dressed him up. They dressed him up in an outfit. They brought him into the arena. They put him in the end part of the arena, not next to the talent, so that the talent won't take the picture and put it online. So they did all of this. They did all of this to protect the surprise, the shocking element to it. So Triple H, I give him a thumbs up for doing that. That was absolutely brilliant by him. That was absolutely brilliant. Another thing that was shocking was what happened with Drew McIntyre.
Speaking
Now,
of deactivating accounts, right?
Well,
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna tell you this. He's no longer on Instagram. He's no longer on X, and you can't find him anywhere on the WWE social media page. And he turned in his work phone. So what does all this mean? So what does all this mean? Well, me and Nick will have Friday Night SmackDown this Friday in Rosemont, Illinois. And we're going to find out what the story is because Punk is supposed to be on SmackDown. And if Punk's on SmackDown, my nose is going to say, we can smell Mr. McIntyre. Yes, Nick, yes. So I am going to assume that when Punk comes out and he does his promo, McIntyre is not far behind and he's going to interfere in the promo. So that's one thing. No, I wouldn't be surprised either. I'm not going to be surprised about that at all. But you people on internet, you up there saying, oh, well, he quit and he's done and he's going to go to this company and he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere.
He just
Yeah.
resigned, like what, a month ago?
He
Yeah,
is not
it would all
going.
be more fun if The Rock wouldn't have, said that, given him that big sword and announced his re-signing with WWE. And but I mean, that's just part of what we do, and we're gonna find that so easily. And The Rock being as big as he is, him announcing that was gonna get around to everyone. So you can't really get around that part. But yeah, I mean, it's Punk. I definitely see him quitting Raw so he can then show up to SmackDown, and then them not have to explain why he's there with the brand split. And so they're doing a good job of keeping up with the brand split and making the draft still be relevant and it be a thing. The way they did that with Punk, him saying that he got permission to skip Raw and then to show up on Friday in Chicago for SmackDown. So
Right.
it's all going to make sense.
We're going to have SmackDown in Rosemont, Illinois. Now AEW Dynamite is on the air, and this first hour of Dynamite, everyone, is commercial free. We're not going to commercial. We're not going to commercial. So they did this because Sarah and Nick returned to Dynamite. So they said we're going to do this for them commercial free. That is what Tony Khan told me in my earpiece just a few minutes ago. So
You mean on your special phone that looks suspiciously like a TV remote?
yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Anyway. Anyway, tonight.
Sick of Sarah complaining about how many commercial breaks there are. Let's just not have commercials.
Right, exactly. And MJF is in the ring.
In the arena, so boots on the ground.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Virginia.
Very cool.
Oh, very cool.
Here. What's up, everyone? Great to see y'all.
Mitch, yeah, it's great to see you. Mitch, how are you tonight?
The air feels fresher that MJF is back. Brandon, I agree.
Yes, it does. Sorely missed and needed.
Can you turn the fan on, please?
Needed.
So, all right. So here comes Roosh. Roosh is coming down for the match, and we're going to kick things off with Roosh and MJF. And this match, as I said before, is commercial free.
I'm surprised
we're not
with this.
Yeah. And there is no picture-in-picture. Excalibur has announced that there will be no picture-in-picture. There will be no commercials. And I think they did this match like this commercial free because I have a feeling this match is it's gonna end in a no contest, and we're gonna get a rematch at the Forbidden Door. I believe that's exactly the road I believe they're going to travel on. By the way, everyone, just to let everybody know, we will have the Forbidden Door next Sunday at 7:50 Eastern Time. It'll be me, and it'll be, he's got the rounder. He's got the rounder. Dr. Giants man will be in the building. Me and Mac will present you the Forbidden Door. The Forbidden Door. And we will have that at 7:50. Okay. All right. So now MJF is taking off his jacket. Roosh take off his jacket. And the bell is running. We're on the way. And now both men are just exchanging forearm shots with each other. They're teeing off on one another. No, he missed. What is this? Now MJF with a headlock. No, he whips to the rope. No, he missed. No, he missed. And what is this? And MJF now just walking, and he's doing the Ric Flair strut. Is MJF, and now he's channeling his inner Rick Rude and swiveling the hips. He has all the legends in his body tonight, and he's showing it to the audience. And MJF just spit in his hand, and he smacked Roosh in the chest, and that didn't work. Oh, and Roosh smacked MJF. And now Roosh puts his hands behind his back and he said, "Come on, MJF, let me see you do a chop." And the crowd is just, no. MJF says, "Come on, you got to do it louder than that." MJF said, "Do it louder than that." Oh, and he flanked him in the eye. He flanked him right in the eye. Typical MJF. He did like a Roddy Piper. Oh gosh, you gotta love. Oh, and Roosh just gave a nasty headbutt to MJF, and Roosh gave him a nasty headbutt right behind Paul Turner's back.
So Tony Khan did in AEW. They announced earlier today that Dynamite will come live from the Alucia Arena in Cardiff on Wednesday, August 21st, as part of All In Week in London. And Collision will also be live in London as well.
That's cool.
So that is big news. So now that they're going to be live in Cardiff. This is the first for AEW Dynamite going to Cardiff, England. Collision too.
Yep.
So they're gonna take Collision. Okay, all right, that's good.
That's
And Roosh
cool.
now is licking his hands after he's wiping the blood from MJF. I believe MJF is busted, and the referee's wearing black gloves, so somebody's busted open. And look out,
It goes
MJF
from
now sunset flip. 1, 2, no.
Yeah, All In is on the 25th.
Oh.
So Dynamite will be on the 21st, and then Collision will still be that Saturday. So they'll do Wednesday, Rampage, then Friday, I'm assuming will be taped, and then Collision on that Saturday, and then All In on Sunday.
So that will mean Nick, we will have the go home show in Cardiff. We will have the go home show for AEW Dynamite. And what is this? I'm sure those tickets won't last long. I'm quite sure. He won't have a problem selling out in Cardiff.
No.
Let's hope not. And look out. Oh, Roosh almost kicked. And now Roosh kicks MJF in the face, and he gives an Italian salute to the Fairfax, Virginia audience. That was classy. That was real classy. And MJF now. Oh, and Roosh is grabbing at MJF's honker. He's grabbing at the honker. These wrestlers have honkitis. I forgot to tell everyone this. It is a disease where they just like to grab at the honker. No, Sarah knows and Nick knows what I'm talking. They have that disease, and it's called honkitis. And what is this now?
Hi, Earl.
Bruce, how are you? Hi, Bruce. How are you tonight? What is this? Oh, German suplex.
He feels that you have the #1 wrestling show on the whole internet.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you, Bruce. I greatly appreciate that. And Bruce now.
Good evening, Earl, Sarah, and Nick. How's it going, prime time?
How are you, prime time? How are you tonight? And Roosh now. Roosh now. And MJF. And look out, Roosh now is stepping on MJF like a cigarette, and he's trying to stomp on him. And Roosh now, look out, Roosh now is setting up, and bang, no, he missed.
We're having a face-to-face for the Women's Championship. Daniel Garcia is in action, and Castagnoli and Pac is the matchup for the Owen Hart tournament with Brian Danielson, on commentary. What they just showed.
Okay, thank you.
Corner graphics
I'm sorry, Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, they were just showing the graphics for what we have on the card for tonight.
Okay, great. Thank you, Nick, for that. And again, guys, it's always great to see the two of you again here on Dynamite. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. We're gonna enjoy this Dynamite. We got a commercial-free match for most of you who are popping in. And MJF now looks like he has a split lip or something. I don't know what, but he's checking his teeth to see if it's
I think
infection.
it's from that headbutt.
Oh, I think his teeth was in section 5. I think that's what he was checking to see if it left his body. Anyway, anyway.
Like when somebody's soul
Rush.
leaves their body.
All this potpourri of action just for you, sir. Welcome back.
That's right.
And
Good
look
old
out,
potpourri
Ruth.
of action.
That's right. And Ruth. Oh, what a power driver. Ruth, but he can't count 1, 2. No, Ruth kicks out at 2.
Oh my goodness.
And Ruth now. The crowd is chanting MJF, 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 MJF. And both men are down and they're back at square one. Remember, this match is
Oh,
commercial free. And Roosh now is again sticking his fingers up at the audience, and they're showing them the Fairfax, Virginia love. And what is this? Oh, MJF slipped off the ropes a little bit, and that's because of sweat. And what is this? Roosh now, oh, another pile driver to MJF. He covers 1, 2, no. MJF kicks out at 2.
oh,
And Roosh now is looking at the Fairfax, Virginia audience.
Brandon says
And
Rush's
look out.
tassel is greater than the Bucks tassels.
Oh, okay.
anything's
All
better
right,
than the
Brandon.
Bucks. Sorry.
No way to talk about your easy
Sorry.
things like that.
They're not mine. Anyway. Oh, look who's back on the arena floor. The security guard that looks like superstar Billy Graham. Oh, and right into the barricade. He looks like superstar Billy Graham, I swear. And look how MJF now goes to the barricade. And MJF now, look how, oh, right against the barricade. Roos is
Brandon
just
says Sarah's
scrambling
speaking
his.
facts.
What was that?
He said Sarah's speaking facts about anything being better than the Young Bucks.
Oh yes,
True.
thank you, Brandon, for your time and energy. Roosh now, MJF is on the arena floor, and he scrambled MJF's brains against the barricade like it was eggs. And what is this? Oh, right into the barricade. Look out. Oh. Don't forget, in the 9 o'clock hour, I have a story about AEW. And it ties into what Nick was saying about the announcement about Cardiff and the changes the AEW did after emergency meeting. MJF is on the floor and his nose is busted. So MJF's nose is busted. MJF is busted. And what is this? And the referee says, no, if you use the chair, I'm going to disqualify you. This is not a non-disqualification match. So now Paul Turner grabs the chair, and Roosh got a rope. He's got like a yellow rope or something, and he's whipping MJF with it. He whips MJF with this yellow rope that looked like it came off of Wonder Woman. And what is this?
Rope is okay, but a chair isn't.
Well, the referee's back is turned. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. Paul Turner doesn't see it. And MJF now is being choked out, and Paul Turner now just sees what Roosh did. and they have to get off he has to get the ropes off. And Roosh now has a sign from a fan, and he's just ripping it up. He's ripping it up. He ripped it up. And he's kicking MJF in the chest. He kicks MJF in the chest. And what is this? Roosh now is getting a running start. Roosh is getting a running start. And what's this now? Oh, Roosh eats the chair like post cereal. Roosh eats the chair. And I hope he had milk with that cereal. And Roosh now gets tossed back into the ring.
Dakota's in here. WWE Friday Night
Dakota.
SmackDown return. Yep.
Dakota.
For SmackDown.
Yep, Dakota. We will have SmackDown this Friday. It'll be me in it. Oh, and we're on the arena floor. Right from Rosemont, Illinois, not Chicago. And Roosh now is on the arena floor. And what's this nasty spill? Oh. And don't forget, Sarah will be making her debut on SmackDown next Friday, as I will be inside Madison Square Garden next Friday night for my 201 appearance inside Madison Square Garden. And that will be my final wrestling show of 2024. And what is this now? Roosh now is getting a running start. Roosh is getting a running start. And what is this now? Roosh now, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, MJF, what a nasty clothesline. What a nasty, nasty clothesline. And both of them are down. And look out. Oh, what a nasty clothesline. What a nasty clothesline. That was spine on the pine. And what is this now? Oh. And by the way, I want to wish the two of you a very happy beginning of summer. Today begins summer, officially, summer solstice.
Oh, that's why it's like 100 degrees outside today.
Yeah.
Percent humidity. It's disgusting.
Look out. Yeah, well, here in the Northeast, it's going to be near 100 tomorrow. And what is this?
Heat advisory today and tomorrow, I think, and Friday, too.
Yeah, and MJF is biting Roosh, and he don't even have butter or salt in that jammy. He's biting him like a kernel of corn, and he don't even have butter or salt in that jammy. Anyway, he spiked him with a pile driver.
Every time you say that, it makes me think of somebody going, yeah, on a ear.
Like a typewriter, right? With the corn.
Like how they do in the cartoons.
1, 2, 3. And MJF wins the match here on Dynamite.
Good.
MJF wins with the salt of the earth, and he wins the match. And that's the end of Mr. Roosh. I thought the match was going to end in a no contest, but no, they wanted him to win clean. So that's good. That's good by Tony Khan. I agree with that assessment. MJF is your winner here on an opening contest with no commercials on Dynamite.
I thought it was great. Like, especially.
Wait a minute.
Like, oh.
Uh-oh. And the Gates of Agony is on the screen. And they're clapping for MJF. Oh, it's a 0. So it's a 0 and MJF will take on each other at the Forbidden Door.
Aww.
In Long Island. Etcero and MJF will take on each other at the Forbidden Door. So the match is not official, but I'm assuming Tony Khan will make it official very soon. And don't forget, we're going to have the TNT ladder match 1 week from this Sunday. We're gonna find out. The only person I do not want to see win this ladder match is Jack Perry. I don't mind
Well,
anybody else, but unfortunately, that's not what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Jack.
I was gonna say, well, I think you're gonna be very disappointed.
No, I
So will
know,
I.
Nick. I know, Nick. I know.
Jungle
I know.
Jackass is the last person that I want to get a championship.
Jungle Bum Perry as our NXT.
Jungle Bump. I love that.
Walter
Jungle
Series
Bump
says hi
Perry,
Earl, hi
that's the
Sarah,
best.
hi Nick,
Hi, hi, Walter.
AEW
How are you? Hi,
MJF,
Walter. How are you?
MJF1. Tyler is here. He
Yeah,
says, hey guys.
Tyler. Hey, Tyler. How are you? And Zack Sabre Jr. will take on. Zack Sabre Jr. is going to take on Orange Cassidy at the Forbidden Door. So that's
Oh,
another match
really?
that's been added. Yep.
Yeah, that was on the
Wow.
that's been added to the Wikipedia page that has the rundown for the
Yep.
matches for quite some
Yep.
time now.
Wow. I mean, I loved his match that he had with Bryan Danielson. It was amazing. So,
And Mark Briscoe now with a full of coffee is about to give a shotgun promo.
hello, Mark Briscoe. Conglomeration.
Conglomeration, yes. And Dante Barton is part of the show. This is he's part of that 8-man tag that's
All-Star
happening tonight
tag
on
match.
Dynamite. Yeah,
The
All-Star tag
8-man
match.
All-Star tag match, like the way they
Yes,
created that last year for Forbidden Door.
yeah. Uh, and Jack Perry just interrupted the proceedings. Oh, jeez. You know he's gonna be up to things.
Jungle Bum would never.
Kyle O'Reilly's facial expressions just cracked me up.
8-man all-star tag. And I want to see this team win. I really don't want to see them lose again.
Yeah, you know,
And he
Mitch
gave
would be very
Renee Paquette a bracelet. And we're going to What was that, Nick?
I said, you know, Mitch would be very upset if Orange Cassidy loses.
Get your ass out of here, Jack Perry.
Would it kill AEW to put their pay-per-view cards on their own website? Yeah, I know they used to be very good about updating and putting the graphics up on their website. Now all of a sudden, the last couple of weeks, Brandon, they haven't. That's where I get the graphics for Dynamite.
And the reason for that is that they still have no social media person behind the scenes. They still haven't hired one. I don't know what Tony Khan is doing. He hasn't hired one since they had one and the other one quit. So Tony Khan is still looking for that social media person to update their websites accordingly.
I'm looking at it now, and there's they have six matches up on the website officially on AEW.
Yeah,
I believe, like I said, there was like maybe 7 announced.
we're right. Yeah, I think we're going to be up to. I think they said the card is going to go up to 11. I think the matches will be 11.
Yeah, so on Wikipedia they have 7.
The Forbidden Door
website they have 6. So
okay, they didn't update it yet, so they're a little slow in the uptake, but okay. All right, we're in commercial mode, and we'll be back with more of Dynamite. Our first commercial break, and we'll be back with more of Dynamite if you keep it where it is. My name is ladies and gentlemen. That is All of Fame Nick. That is All of Fame Sarah, and thank you all so much. And remember, follow them on Instagram at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on Facebook at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on X at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on Spotify at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on TikTok at Hardcore Sports. And of course, subscribe to their YouTube channel and hit that like button. Hit that like button on my channel. Hit the like button on Nick's channel. And hit the like button on the Hardcore Sports. And we hope that you great Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon, and Wednesday evening here at the Hardcore Sports Network. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Deep breath, Earl. Deep breath.
Whoo!
Fill your lungs with air.
All right. According to Wrestling News, you can add the list of improvements to AEW in recent months, but there's a few changes that AEW is going to do going forward. First of all, they're going to do production improvements. The shows are going to be pacing much better than they were before, and we're going to be seeing the champion Swerve being more featured and more prominently. AEW has also announced that they're going to be doing more storylines, more future programs to set up for future pay-per-views. We're seeing talent like Hook, Big Bill, Jack Perry, and others get elevated. Dynamite matches are being promoted better. MJF's Roosh tonight is, for example. Also in recent weeks, AEW talent has been doing tons of media work. And more than before, the talent has been featured on TMZ and a bunch of news outlets and stations. Anthony Bowens did a skit at the Washington National game, and he's being part of the weather segment. Also, Mercedes is going to be doing NBA Finals. The AEW title featuring on the NBA. Chris Jericho and Renee Paquette speaking at Collision Tech in Toronto. AEW is also expanding internationally. And Swerve continues to get radio and TV appearances around the country. So all of these changes that are happening is because of an emergency meeting with AEW management. Nick and Sarah, what do you think of all of this?
So I want to know, like, what brought this all on? That they called this emergency meeting? Is it just like how the product, it really hasn't? I mean, last week was the first time I thought anyway that Dynamite was any good since like March.
Right.
Because they had those 3 weeks in March where they were just, they were on fire. And I'm like, finally, this is like a turnaround point for them. And then all of a sudden it went right off a cliff. It didn't do anything with it. So,
right. Well, I think it's because of the numbers, Sarah. I think it's because of the numbers, and because they're not selling tickets, and because things are going in the wrong direction. And they couldn't do this Cardiff show unless they prove something to their partners. So they had to they have to start turning things around. And this is a good thing. This is a good example of it. Okay, so now we're doing the face-to-face with Swerve and Will Ospreay.
There's definitely several steps in the right direction for sure.
Nick, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean it's about time that they, point out what we've all been saying for months, and if not, a couple of years now, that they need better storytelling mixed in with the already top tier wrestling that we get. I mean, for a while it was tough to watch Dynamite at all. And now we're getting steps in the right direction, and hopefully they just actually show it. It's one thing to say it, but then to actually show it, like the production side of it, I no doubt they're stepping that up because of what WWE is doing, what they did on Monday with the production side of it, and what we've been getting production wise from the other place, as I'm sure they're gonna be saying it internally and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely exciting to see the changes hopefully start to happen sooner than we.
And this is the main event. Will Ospreay and of course Swerve Strickland will close the Forbidden Door. That will be our main event for the Forbidden Door. I've been doing it all by myself, says Swerve Strickland. Last year. See, some of the fans also were complaining about AEW and Swerve Strickland not being prominent enough on television because he's the champion. And I agree with that. I agree with
He
that
hasn't been
assessment.
prominent at all.
So,
It's
right,
insulting.
right. So now they're turning that leaf around and they're gonna change that. You think I need Don Callis? Says no, I don't. You don't need Don Callis. There's no place like the locker room. There is no place like the locker room.
Jeffrey wants to know if we think this match is
Just
too soon. Um,
go ahead, Nick. Answer that question, and then I'll answer it,
yeah, I
and
mean,
then Sarah will go.
I don't think it's too soon. I was probably expecting it to be at All In. So now it's like, what are they going to do for All In? But I mean, who else would really be able to face Swerve? So I mean, it has the champion versus champion aspect. It has Osprey, who is big in New Japan, and in that sense, of course, I did think they would go towards like Swerve as the AEW champion against New Japan and their champion, but obviously that's John Moxley, so now he can kind of do something else. So, I mean, to me, it makes sense, and I don't think it's too soon. I was just expecting it to be at All In.
Sarah, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it's like you can't really have Swerve just got the championship not that long ago, so you can't have him lose. But then Osprey just got his championship even less time from even in even less time. So it's like I kind of think they backed themselves into a corner with this because no matter which way you go, somebody's going to be losing, and it's not going to be a good look for either one.
Yep.
So I don't think it maybe isn't necessarily too soon. I definitely don't think this match should be booked right now with both of them holding titles. I think that's kind of defeats the purpose. But like Nick said, I too wasn't expecting this until Wembley for All In. But
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's too soon, but I agree with what my colleagues are saying here. Um, I I don't know how this is gonna end because, like Sarah said, you backed yourself into a corner here, and I don't know how to end this match. I really don't. You can do a double count out. That would work. That would save both men. You can do that. You can do a time limit draw. That would save both men too. They would have a banger, and then all of a sudden, none of them won because the time limit ran out.
That's too anticlimactic, I think, for Tony
Right,
Khan.
right,
He would come out and say, "No, that's not how we're ending it." Mostly, I say that because he's done that before on a pay-per-view. We hit
right,
60-minute time limit, whatever, and he's like, "No, we can go. We're going sudden death until there's a winner or whatever."
right.
well, they
in
did
that
just
sense
bring up
of
Don Callis, and Will Ospreay said he doesn't need the Don Callis family, and Don Callis, and they all had a really weird look on their face. So I wonder if maybe they're going to pull something where Don Callis or members of that group come down and interfere in the match or jump Ospreay, and that is him getting expelled out of the group because now they have Trent Beretta. So
Right.
and I said that from the beginning. I said only a matter of time before they get Ospreay out of that group.
So
probably is going that way of them costing him the title.
Don't you dare mention my son again, says Osprey.
Which would kind of protect him being a champ, because then that's the thing. Like whenever WWE does title versus title, it's like you make the one who loses look like a secondary title. So
yeah.
And Prince Nana is talking. Come on, Nick. Do the Prince Nana. Do that
Not
Prince Nana.
Nana.
No? Nana?
No. Do you
Okay,
think
so Nick
AEW
says
should add new or AEW women's tag
Nana.
titles? I would love that. I would love that.
women's tag team match. Okay. Um, cut the damn music says Will
Yeah.
Swerve Strickland. What am I doing with this? Championship. It's always personal. When you go home, oh no. Oh no. Swerve Strickland just talked about Will Ospreay's children and his
Oh,
wife, and now he's getting in Swerve Strickland's face, and they're nose to nose. They are nose to nose, and Swerve Strickland is just screaming in their face. Ooh, this was a volatile face to face. Very volatile, and I can't wait for this next Sunday night. Don't forget, we will have the Forbidden Door at 7:50 Eastern Time. It'll be me. He's got the roundup. He's got the roundup. Not the Giants fan will be in the building. And Don Callis is behind the scenes, and he's talking to the family. And Trent Beretta in his Olive Garden outfit.
He looks like
Um,
he looks like he's gonna ask you how, tell me when, and he's holding a cheese
right,
grater.
right. I'll take them breadsticks. Thank you very much. So,
Those breadsticks are the bomb.
Prime time.
all right. So,
Following up with this question, he thinks AEW has enough females to do to have a tag team division with titles. Yes and no, I
okay.
guess I would say.
No, I don't think so. Here's the thing with women's tag team matches, and here's the problem that I have with it. We don't have a proper audience to have a women's tag team belts. We don't have a proper audience.
No.
And what I mean by that is now don't get angry with me with what I'm about to say. This is just my opinion. Okay, when you have crowds that are silent for every women's match, whether it's single or a tag match or whatever, you can't justify a women's title with that kind of reaction. You can't do that. The crowd needs to be invested in the women's division, and in order for that to happen, you need to improve on the matches first before you even think about introducing a new title to that division. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry to burst everyone's bubble, but the thing is that you have to fix the problem first before you put the horse before the cart. You gotta fix it first. Fix it first. Do something. Do something because again, like when I did Raw on Monday night, again the crowd was dead for every women's division match, and it's the same in AEW. So you have to fix that before you introduce any kind of title. Mm.
Hey, it's Sean C.
Sean C. How are you tonight, Sean C? The inventor
Jeffrey
of
says.
Roach. Yes.
Jeffrey says the only way to DQ finish to where they both look strong. Brandon goes on to say, I don't think they have enough viable women's teams to support that.
Right.
Do you think AEW is going to have a new deal with TNT and TBS, Turner, Warner Bros, Max, or TV deal somewhere else? I hope they do. They get a new deal with Warner Bros.
They
And
need
then,
to get a
work
lot
in
of
with-
stuff in order before investors will even think about giving them a new TV.
Yeah,
rights
right. As I just said before, the attendance, the women's division, and everything else. You got to improve on those things first before you even put anything together, pen to paper. That is something that you need to do.
I think with the whole women's tag thing, first of all, women's tag wrestling, it's very hard to sell. WWE doesn't even have enough women, female tag teams to support having women's tag team belts. I think it's stupid. The other thing with AEW is they need to be pushing more women than just Toni Storm. She is the
Right.
one that is pushed the most. And they keep saying
Right.
they got tons of excellent female wrestlers back there, and she is the one that is pushed the most. Well,
Right.
you're going to have to start pushing more than just Toni Storm in order to build up your women's division to really get the crowd or to get your target audience to give a damn.
Right. And we're ready for a tag team match here on Dynamite.
And plus, they might have enough female wrestlers
Zack
there,
Sabre
but they don't have
Jr.
enough female teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roger Strong, Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher. And here comes the undisputed Boring Kingdom. And they're gonna be up to things. Here comes Mark Briscoe. We're ready for that 8-man all-star tag. And Sean C, how are you tonight? The inventor of Roachamania. Thank you so much. Sean C. Copyright
That's right.
2023. 2023. And we're ready for this 8-man tag.
Oh my gosh, Trent Super Salad Beretta. That is so funny. That was funny. Oh my goodness.
And your referee for this contest is Aubrey Edwards.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus
boy.
Christ.
and now she's allowing all 8 men in the match, and the bell hasn't even rung. And Zack Sabre Jr. is looking at Orange Cassidy.
What do you mean they
No.
cheated? I didn't see anything. They keep putting her in multi-man matches. She can't handle it. She's terrible.
Well,
God,
she's in this match. Aubrey Danny Davis Edwards. She allowed the 8 men to be in the match without the bell even rung. And now Mark Briscoe's in the ring illegally, and she doesn't care. Aubrey Edwards doesn't care who's the legal man. She just doesn't care. Briscoe now, I believe, is in the ring with Zack Sabre Jr. What is this? Up and over. Oh, Kamigiri in the back of the head. And look out. Oh, Turf, hey, so Asada. Down he goes. Oh, high knee. And Roderick Boring Strong, ladies and gentlemen. And
That's right. They're all boring.
And what is this? Mark Briscoe's got a chair. What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, Takeshita with a boot to his foot, to his face. And Orange Cassidy is waving at Takeshita. Hello. And look out, no, he missed. Oh, and he drop kicked Takeshita up and over on the floor. And what is this? Look out. No. Oh, what a shot to Zack Sabre Jr. What is this? Oh, come on. No, that's illegal. And Aubrey Evans not even admonishing anything. She's not admonishing anything. It's all of these men are all over the place. What was that, Sarah?
I said, because she sucks.
and now Takeshita
Worst
and
pro wrestling. I'm sorry.
and Dante Martin now. What is this? Oh, Dante takes out the entire pile. And we're going to picture, guys. Picture and picture.
Mitch's favorite.
Double dose of Mitch's favorite. Orange Cassidy and picture in picture.
And that'll be the last time I work with Nick. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Demon appears. I believe in Mitchkovsky. I believe in Mitchkovsky.
Go ahead, Sarah, sing it.
I'm telling you, you can sub Mitch's name in for Joe Hendry, and it works, and it's hilarious.
Zack Sabre Jr. suddenly looks like the love child of Vanilla Ice and Ken from Barbie.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a good comment. Thank you so much. That will be the comment of the night. Thank you so much,
Brandon. And then Jeffrey
Thank
says,
you, Brandon.
Got to call someone boring.
No, I don't call everybody boring. No, that's not true. No, that's not true. Don't spread that in the universe.
You can't deny, though. You guys can't deny. Undisputed Kingdom has totally fallen flat. Like,
no, it's right. What totally fallen flat is the Undisputed Kingdom. That's why I call them boring, guys. Jeffrey, that's why I call them boring. It's not that I call everybody boring. It's just that the gimmick is boring. You have to admit that. I mean, come on. What is this now? What is this?
She also goes on to say, seriously, how did Aubrey get her ref license from the what was it? The Helen Keller School of Refereeing.
And that was because of Nick. Thank you so much for that comment.
That was so great. It was great. Oh my god, I died when Nick messaged
I look out 1, 2, no.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
Oh, that was so fun. I love that. What is this? Double axe handle. What is this? Oh, Kyle O'Reilly got chopped in the corner. Again, Aubrey Edwards, she's allowing everybody to come in the match without a tag. Now there's a tag. Mark Briscoe is in the ring. What is this? Oh, Mark Briscoe is just a house of fire. He's just all over Zach David. And what is this? A suplex down on the canvas. Briscoe. Suplex. And Mark Briscoe now, he has beaten us still. Out of Zach Taylor Jr. And this segment alone is voting what Danny Moore beats too. There's some, well, it couldn't have happened to a better faction. Thank you so much for your time and energy. Thank you so much, Nick, for that visual aid.
I realized I forgot my can of Dinty. I had to go get it. Now I have it for next time you say
it. And Orange Cassidy's back in the ring. And Zack Sabre Jr. is in the ring with Orange Cassidy. And no, he stops Cassidy from putting his hand in his pockets. What is this now? And down he goes. Upside down. And look out. And Orange Cassidy now has a leg lock or some kind of form of a leg lock on Zack Sabre Jr. 1, 2, no. And what is this? We still need 2 more spots in the ladder match. And what is this? Orange Cassidy. And to catch the tags, that's a blind tag. And Zack rolls out of the ring. And to catch the levels Orange Cassidy in the middle of the ring. And Roderick Strong tags himself in. And Takeshita didn't like it. And they're pushing each other. Kyle O'Reilly's kicking both of them like they're rockets. He's channeling his inner rocket. And what an insecurity in the back of the head. And what's this now? Behind Aubrey Edwards' back. Look at that. Matt Taven gets involved in the match. Right behind Aubrey Edwards. She didn't see a dang thing. And what is this now? And I wish she would, I wish she would throw them out of here, but she's not going to do that. She is not going to do that. And And now, what is this? Oh, Roderick Strong with a nasty chop. And the crowd is going apoplectic, guys. The crowd is going apoplectic. And what is this? Kyle O'Reilly now is fighting against Roderick Strong. And oh, what a chop. What a chop in the chest. No, he stopped. And oh, down he goes. Dante Martin is in the ring. No, he missed. And him and Zack Sabre Jr. No, he missed. And no, he kicks Roderick Strong. And and now Aubrey
Caitlin
Edwards
says
has lost
Aubrey
it.
is having a karate fight with the Invisible Man.
Facts.
and Tom and Jerry, I hate to say this, Brandon, but Aubrey Evans has lost control of the match. Yeah, she lost control of the match. The match is now all over the place. And what is this now? Dante Martin and Zack Sabre Jr. Kyle Fletcher now has. This is not going to be good. Bang! And he covers it 1, 2, no. All right, now we got all 8 men in the match, and Aubrey Edwards has lost control. She's not even admonishing nobody in the match. She's not admonishing nobody. And what is this now? I don't know. This woman has got her license from a Cracker Jack box. I don't know what she's doing.
She's seriously awful.
And we're going to picture in picture. We're going to picture in picture. I'll tell you this much.
She needs to be demoted.
Well, I don't think Tony Khan's going to be doing that anytime soon. And down goes. What was that, Sarah?
I said he does need to demote her. Like they should seriously have like an NXT, but for refs.
Right.
That would be the perfect place for
Jeffrey
her.
says, "I'm sorry, the Aubrey reactions are killing me." And then we got
She's terrible.
why doesn't AEW push more the Righteous, Private Party, Top Flight, Jay Lethal, Keith Lee, the Workhorsemen, Action Andrade, Shane Taylor, and Dalton Castle?
Well, that's a good question, Prime Time. That's a great question.
Mike Drop Sports. He says, "Hey, I
Mike
was
Drop-
watching his live stream earlier. He's a Steelers creator, so we're gonna try and get something. Him and I are gonna try and do a show together, and maybe
Okay.
possibly get him into the network if that's something he wants to do. But thank you for dropping by. I just saw your reply to my email, so I will get back to you right after we finish up here."
Yes, thank you so much, Sports. Thank you. Jeffrey, thank you so much for your comments. And what is this now? What is this? What is Jeffrey saying right now? And
Aubrey was on her knees like she's on a surfboard.
okay,
She was.
well, she is cruising. And what is this now? Anyway, and oh my God, all of this potpourri of action and all of these 8 men. I don't know who's legal in this match. I really don't. And neither does Aubrey. No, and what is this? What is this now? What is this? All of these forearms to Takeshita. Takesha's being destroyed in the corner. And all 8 men. Now, Mark Briscoe wants in the match. She wants in the match. And the question is okay, now Aubrey's telling the men to get back in the ring. Now she's admonishing them. Now she's slowly counting both men. Slowly, like molasses in a bottle. She's slowly counting both men. Now she stops her count. She looks like she's gonna fly right out of the arena because she don't know what she's doing. What is this now? Oh, stuff up insecurity in the back of the head. Oh. And what is this now? And he tags, and a tag is made. A tag is made. No, he missed. Oh, and what is this now? Mark Briscoe's in the ring, and he's a house of fire. Oh, what is this? Oh, what a boot to Zack Sabre Jr., and he knocked him off the apron. And what? Oh, and he's fighting both men. He's
Jeffrey says
fighting.
this match is all over the place. I can't keep track of it. Neither can Aubrey Edwards. Prime
Yeah,
Time
well-
says Earl has me laughing.
What did Primetime said?
He just said Earl got me so weak. So you just have him laughing over there.
And what the guest?
Jeffrey
The
says how many
Keston-
tags has she missed and how many has she even seen?
I'm
But
gonna
like
give you.
this.
And look,
She's like
Mark
Stevie
Briscoe.
Wonder.
CG. And look, and now Dante Martin. Oh, and what is this? Orange Cassidy on the top rope, and oh, 1, 2, no. Oh, and now all the men in this match, And what is this now? All this brawl on the floor, all this potpourri of action. Oh,
Brandon says Mark
Orange.
Briscoe is capable of so much better than this. I agree.
yeah. And Zack Sabre Jr.
Better than this.
Look at the Kester now. What a foot to Orange Cassidy. Zack Sabre Jr.'s in the ring, and I believe this is going to do it for Orange Cassidy. Stepping on Orange Cassidy's hand. And what
Mike,
is this?
This is AEW Dynamite. This is it is AEW. No problem. I know you said in your stream that you haven't really watched and kind of watch on and off. But you're in the right place to get back into it. I will tell you that we've probably gotten quite a lot of people back into watching weekly with our streams over here.
Right. And again, thank you so much for your comment. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We greatly appreciate it. You're a Nagi. And a jumping high knee. And Takeshita. Yep. And Takeshita now with a high knee. And look at, and he got caught by Takeshita. To Orange Cassidy. And Kyle O'Reilly.
Come on, Kyle O'Reilly.
And look, Dante Martin. And look out. Tarp, hey, Sawaseda. And he took out the kingdom. And
Good.
Mark Briscoe now. Bowling for dollars.
And the arena while we're at it.
And look out. Zack Sabre Jr. now is working over Kyle O'Reilly. And now he's working on Orange Cassidy. Cassidy now. And he's going to look out. No. He got him in a sleeper. No. And Zack Sabre Jr., look out. He rolls him up. 1. No. No, he got him. 1, 2. No. Kyle O'Reilly breaks it up. There goes Fletcher. Down goes Fletcher. And here comes Roderick Strong. Right in the face. Tom and Gary step up into Gary. And a flatliner. What is this now? What is this? Jumping knee. And look how he covers. Goes 1, 2, 3. Orange Cassidy wins and he pins Roderick Strong, the champion.
Good.
Wow.
That was a very long and
Chaotic.
interesting match.
Yes, long,
Why was Aubrey
interesting,
Cody
chaotic.
steal a base like in baseball? Yeah, she was also watching Zack Sabre Jr. hold Orange Cassidy back there on her ankle as she was looking right at it, and of course did nothing. So,
Right.
you know,
Like I said, she
Gotta-
is the worst ref in pro wrestling. She is terrible.
And
Go back to ref school.
Dante Barton is walking out of here. Orange Cassidy team is your winner. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Wait a minute. Jack Perry Jack Perry's on the stage and he just hit
Uncle
Dante
Jack.
Martin in the back of the head. And Takeshita now is going after Mark Briscoe. Now they're fighting on the stage and they're fighting behind the scenes. And Zack Sabre Jr. now is in the face of Orange Cassidy. Remember, him and Cassidy will take on each other at the Forbidden Door. And Cassidy now has his hands in his pocket. All
To
right.
open the forbidden door to Japan and shove Jungle Jackass through it and then slam the door shut and lock it and stay in Japan.
I don't think they want Jungle Bum over there either.
God, he's
Oh my gosh.
terrible. He's so bad.
All right. We're getting a vignette of Mercedes Moné and her opponent at the Forbidden Door.
She tried to be the center of attention
Jeffrey.
sometimes in matches.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I agree with that. I agree with that assessment.
Terrible.
Remember, everyone, hit
I'm not
that
trying
like
to be
button.
negative or mean, but it's like, oh my God, she's just terrible.
Yeah, and again, I just want to just put this disclaimer out here. It's not that I say everybody is boring. It's just that when something is bad, you can't sugarcoat it. You really can't sugarcoat it, and you can't say everything is hunky dory. If it's bad, it's bad. But if it's good, it's good, and that's what we do here. We bring out everything. So I just want you all to know that I don't say everybody is, but it's just that there are certain wrestlers that I'm just not a fan of. Well, one of them, and I know Nick will agree with me with this, is Mr. Karrion Kross.
Yeah,
Um,
his
Mr.
group
Mr.
his group is
Woo!
terrible. The United Kingdom is awful.
Gimmick is awful.
It's reached its peak, and I mean, Damage Control has just been in a dumpster fire since Bailey left. So you can just, I wish we could just
Right.
get away from having too many
Damage
groups.
Control
Damage
was in a
Control
dumpster
especially.
fire before Bailey left. Let's be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Before Bailey
Until,
even left.
I mean, I didn't mind it.
Rouge.
But now it's just like, what are we even doing? Dakota can go be a single star, and then Kyrie can be in Io's corner if they want to do it that way, or whenever Asuka comes back, she can go be a tag team.
Oh,
There's
right.
plenty of ways they could do it, and they just don't.
And here comes the young children. Here comes the EVP.
Back in the locker
Not even
room.
Carrion's hot wife can save that faction.
No.
It's just
I'd rather
No,
see Brandon.
charisma.
Jeffrey says, RB says thoughts on Justin Timberlake getting arrested for DWI. As Jack Perry said, cry me a river.
Right.
I didn't even know that happened.
Right. Nicholas and Matthew Jackson are coming down to the ring. We're getting ready for a match, ladies and gentlemen. And this one is wearing pearls like Barbara Bush. He's transitioning into Barbara Bush. Anyway.
Why?
I never said. I don't know.
We got Don Callis in the locker room with Rouge.
Yeah, Don Callis was in the locker room with Rouge. I don't know what that's. And the referee in this contest is Rick Knox. Rick Knox
God.
is your official. No, it's Rick Knox. I don't know why a grown man would wear pearls. I'm not sure what the implications of that is, but I'm not going there. And the Acclaim.
Why would you even wear jewelry to the ring? Like, they can grab that and, why would you do that? That's stupid.
I don't know.
I mean, did you see? I saw a picture.
Oh, okay.
After Drew Brees was on NXT. She got an earring ripped out of her ear. She has a giant, like, her earlobe is like in two separate pieces because in her match with Roxanne Perez, she got her earring ripped straight out of her ear. Like,
and Okada just cut off the Acclaim's microphone. And now he said, "I'm so sorry." And then he called them a bitch. He called them a bitch and he cut the microphone off. So now the EVPs are on the floor with the Acclaim and they're fighting the EVPs. And the match is not even underway. They're brawling on the floor. There's a brawl on the floor, and Rick Knox is just looking around like, "What is this?" And look how. And now the EVPs,
There's a
Matthew and
Miss
Nicholas.
Sandy sign right in the front in the crowd there.
Oh, Brandon. What did Brandon say?
Wish.com, Chippendales.
Wish.com.
Robert says, "Who is your wrestling crushes?" Liv Morgan.
Huh. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I thought it was Tiffany.
Tiffany. It's Tiffy time. Raw and SmackDown.
Okay.
For Nick, it's always Tiffy time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
It's always Tiffy time on the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. That is for sure.
Yeah. Well, I have a new name for Liv. These are the days of Liv. Anyway, if you remember the days of our lives, now we have the days of Liv. And and now we're gonna get. I know they're just shivery timbers. And what is this?
Jordan
Oh,
Grace did say that she was not going to wrestle with earrings in anymore.
Oh, thank God.
RB has a
That
question for
looks
Sarah.
incredibly painful.
He wants to know if you are thinking of starting your own YouTube channel. I'm guessing so we can give that a like too and whatnot. But
Robert, thank you.
I just don't have the time to like put out enough content and manage it and all of that. So that's why I jumped on with Earl and Nick and the rest of the guys and girls at Hardcore Sports. I just don't have the time. I really don't. I wish I did. Because I would if I had the time, but between work and family and everything else that I've got going on, I just don't have the time for it.
Yeah, Robert, you have to understand something. When you do a YouTube channel, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of maintenance, and it's a lot of work to do it. It's not easy. What we do here at the Hardcore Sports, especially what I do, it's a lot of work. Because it's a lot of hours. It's a lot of people who we're going to match with, and getting their time and schedule aligned with what I want and what they need and what's going on and everything. So you have to understand, Robert, that's a lot of work in doing that. And it's not easy behind the scenes because there are times where something goes wrong and something happens, and then we have to adjust accordingly. Nick and Sarah are very busy people behind with their lives, and we have to adjust to their schedule accordingly. We don't want them to get burned out. We don't want them to maximize. So we do them sporadically. We put them in whenever we can, and they give us their time, and we're here for them. If they need us, we're here for them, and they're here for us. So it's a good relationship, vice versa. So we're in picture in picture. We'll be back with more of Dynamite in a minute, and then the EVPs are taking control over the Acclaim. And don't forget, me and Sarah will be back on 24 hours from now with the Wrestling Experience. We're going to have Josh on the Wrestling Experience. He's coming on the Wrestling Experience. He's making his debut on the Wrestling Experience. We're gonna have fun with Josh tomorrow night. Can't wait to do that show. It'll be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Me and Sarah, we're gonna go over the Clash of the Castle. We're going to have wrestling news and so much more. So join us tomorrow night on the Wrestling Experience. And then next Thursday night, me and Sarah will be doing the predictions for the Forbidden Door. It is the Forbidden Door number 3. We will have those predictions next Thursday night here on the Wrestling Experience. And remember, like I said, if you miss a day, you miss a lot here in the Wrestling Experience. And you can follow Sarah and Nick on X. Well, make sure you have the correct change, or else both of them will make you snap, tap on that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. And we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back with more if you keep it where it is.
And that's my thing. Like, I give so much credit to Earl and the other content creators that I know, like Nick. Like, you have your own channel. Earl has his own channel. You know, they contribute to Hardcore Sports. They write articles, all that stuff, and they work full time on top of
Oh,
it. So, so much credit to anybody that does this and can also work full time. Like, I work 45 to 50 hours a week. There's no way I'd be able to do a channel at this time. Not
oh,
not not right now. There's no way. I wish I could because I would love to, but I give so much credit to you guys because it's a lot of work. It's like having
right.
another full-time job.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Mike Drop, he said about 30 hours a week I put in
Mike
mine
Drop.
over a year now, almost at 4,000 subs. It's very hard trying to always bring the best stuff. It's a real struggle. I'm nearing 4,000 as well. I'm almost at 3,700, I think. So
That's fantastic.
it's definitely crazy.
And I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. So it is a testament of hard work that what we do here. As I said before, I'll say it again. It is a lot. It is and Sarah is absolutely right. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do it. But one thing is that I wanted while this match is going. One thing I have to say though is somebody asked me the other day, like, what is the best reward? And I think the best reward is to see that everybody is appreciative of the hard work. And I like that. I like that because then that my work is not being done for nothing. And my hard work is not being done for nothing. So when I do these streams and when I do these shows and I call these matches, I'm doing it for our audience and I'm thanking them for their loyalness and for everything that's sticking by us with all of this. So I appreciate you. I appreciate Nick, and I appreciate Sarah and their time and their energy when they give it to me. And I don't care whether it's sporadically or if it's full time or whatever it is. We always have fun together. Our chemistry is bar none one of the best things you ever seen on the planet. They make me laugh. I make them laugh. I entertain them, and I entertain you, and that makes me happy. So,
Always entertained.
exactly.
RB says the EVPs are idiots.
Mhm.
And then Jeffrey has a question. Sarah, how do you feel about Randy possibly going after Cody the way he was looking at Cody's title at the end of Clash?
Oh, I'm
for it. I'm so excited.
I'm so glad that you said that because there was a picture that surfaced this past week. It showed a SummerSlam picture of Orton versus Cody at SummerSlam for the title, not Gunther. So I'm going to assume Triple H has something up his sleeve when it comes to that crown. So stay tuned for that.
I had a theory about how that all played and circled around, like, you know, could have come to be. If they had done Drew winning the title, right, you could then do Punk and Drew at SummerSlam for the title. That's fine. The issue then is Gunther is already guaranteed that title shot, so you could have had Randy go into that, you know, that side. It could also fill in with him leading back to Cody with the way everything, you know, shakes up. But Randy and Cody, I think, is the way to go. Is what the fans want to see if the Rock
look
can't
out!
his elbow,
Right.
So probably not.
1, 2, no.
I definitely think it's going to be Randy and Cody at SummerSlam for his title.
Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens.
I'm sorry,
and Mike
but
Drop, he said,
cares
"Salute to you guys. I give you all the respect. Keep up the solid work." And Jeffrey says, "Shout out to all the creators."
Thank you. Thank you so much for your. Thank you so much. And Anthony Bowens now, he's in trouble, and he's unable to stand up, and the EVP's down. Oh, and he kicked him in the Sanjay dirt. He kicked him in the Sanjay dirt. And look out. Oh, he kicked him right in the shot. 1, 2, no. Anthony Bowens kicks out. And before we had a conversation, Anthony Bowens now is kicking out of this match. And what is this now? Oh, and he kicked him. After he kicked out. And Max Caster down. Oh, and of course Max Caster's on the floor and he's unavailable at this time. And he's punishing that left thigh. And Bowens now is in trouble. Something happened. I don't know. Something with the hamstring. Wait a minute. Oh, he almost hit Rick Knox with the title belt. Look out. Oh, good. He hit his own brother with the damn title. Who told you to bring that in here? And what is this? Here comes the mic drop. Oh, and down. 1, 2, 3. The Acclaim beats the tag team champions.
Good.
Wow. Look out. Billy Gunn's in the ring.
Oh, good.
Anthony Bowens and them win the match. Max Caster and Anthony Bowens win the match. Anthony Bowens now took and did the mic drop and wins the match. And now they got the.
We just got to wait and see. Jeffrey says.
Yep, we're gonna see, Jeffrey. We're gonna see. And the Acclaim snips the AVPs, says somebody in the audience. And Max Caster went there and he beat the EVPs, Matt Jackson. And here comes Samoa Joe and Hook. Samoa Joe and Hook are backstage. And what's this now?
That's one thing I like is this team up with Samoa Joe and Shibata and Hook.
Yeah. And those are not lawyers. Those are wrestling superstars in AEW. And you're watching Dynamite. He said, go in there and be extra. The premier athletes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, the premier athletes are not in the locker room. Okay, so on Collision, they are challenging them to a 3-on-3 match. Okay. So who's going to be the third man? So, but who's going to be the third man? That's a good question. So it's going to be a 3-on-3.
Hangman Page.
Well, we're going to see about that. Jeffrey, how are you doing?
He says the EVPs got beaten. I love it.
Me too.
Here, Samoa Joe and Hook look great together. We were just talking about this last night on NXT. The dynamic of them just walking around, being all nonchalant, and then walking in and beating the crap out of people is just hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny. And Mariah May is in the ring.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I especially love the last match that Samoa Joe and Hook had, where Hook did the same thing Samoa Joe did, and he just walked away when somebody was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I thought that was great.
It made me laugh so hard.
Samoa Joe looking more of a father than Taz. someone on NXT with us last night said that Hook should join with Christian and his group, and they were laughing at the fact that it would be right in front of
And,
Taz, his dad, and
and
everything, and
here
they
comes
the dynamic for that would just be top notch.
right, and here comes Nina now for the contract signing. It's gonna be creepy hour now. Here comes
Sweet
creepy
Mariah
hour.
May. Yeah.
Mariah May. Tony Storm. So Tony Storm is coming down to sign the contract for the Forbidden Door. She's gonna take on Mina, and the title will be up for grabs. Here comes Tony Storm. And Excalibur said Timeless Tony Storm is unstoppable. And so far she has retained her championship on every pay-per-view. And this won't be any different. Now she's kissing Mariah May on the cheeks. And Tony Storm is sitting down. I don't know about you guys, but I think this gimmick is starting to run its course.
I've thought that for a while.
Yeah. Friends, this is going to be very difficult for me. What was that name?
Jeffrey says Nina or Mina is a bubbly little girl, isn't she?
Yes, she is. And Tony Storm now. Okay, so the table is draped with roses, and Mina grabs the microphone. She said, "Shut up." Okay, she said, Mina said, "Shut up." Tony Storm.
Mitch once again jumping in to say that he believes in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Mitchkovsky. I believe in Mitchkovsky.
You know, he should do that. He should come into the streams and say, "Hello to all of you. Welcome to the Hardcore Sports. I am Mitchkovsky, the founding forefather of the Hardcore Sports." Anyway.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Everyone wants to know how is Mariah going to be impartial in this. That's a good question. We're going to see how she runs the face-to-face.
Okay,
here.
Mina is talking in Japanese, so I'm not sure what she said. And now she's going to sign the.
Is asking while they're doing this segment that is getting old.
Right.
He wants to know who debuted on Raw Monday. I had mentioned it in his stream, and he didn't ask because he was talking about Steelers stuff. And he watched wrestling back in the 90s. He said so. He's been watching on and off, but it was the Wyatt Six, which was if you
the Wyatt Six,
look up their debut and that whole segment on YouTube, and just
oh my god, it was
production
amazing.
of it and everything like that will speak for how good of a segment it was.
And I'm gonna just say this: that video that's on it has been seen over 4 million times.
It's up to 25 million views across.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I just said. Over 4 million times. Yeah. That was great production by the WWE. And what I liked about that segment, was it was long-term storytelling. That is what I liked about it, because they kept teasing you with the promo codes and all of that stuff. Yeah. Mariah, you must choose me or Tony Storm. Choose which. Okay, now. Okay, here we go. Now we got a problem. Oh no, she called her a bitch. And wait a second, wait a minute. Oh, Nina now. Soraya, what is this now? Oh, well, the contract signing is over. I don't think Tony Storm signed the contract.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, she did. Okay, so the match is official, but now we're getting this Donnybrook. Soraya is in the ring now. And what is this now? What is this? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. And Tony Storm now with the shoe. She's got the shoe. And she's hitting the ladies with the shoe. This Tony Storm.
Watch
Saraya
this
now.
show.
Oh. And look how
But nobody
Tony
gives a
Storm.
crap. Soraya.
Tony Storm is gonna go and Saraya's gonna go to the table. No! Tony Storm went well, her assets went right through the table. And 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 now Mariah May and Mina are on the stage and she's hugging her and she's petting her. This is some creepy thing. I don't know what is going on in here. What is this? I all right. Claudio Castagnoli and Dynamite. And up next is the return of Nyla Rose. And she's gonna take on Chris Statlander. Oh my gosh. And this is for the Owen Hart tournament.
Nobody gives a crap about
Nina
Soraya.
speaks good English. I'm impressed. Thanks. I'm
Right.
pumped to see it. Yeah, just definitely go check it out. It was awesome. WWE does long-term storytelling good well.
Yes,
I
they
missed the
do.
great storylines of pro wrestling. I know there was some uninteresting gimmicks back in the day, but there were so many fun storylines to follow. And then
Yeah.
William says, "What's up? What's up?"
William, how you doing?
And,
Jeffrey, thank you so much for your comment.
And Brandon says Tony Khan is getting ECW flashbacks with this love angle.
Mm. And Jeffrey, thank you. What did Jeffrey say?
Jeffrey said that booty got a table full.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Pretty much. We're in commercial
Like I said,
mode.
we better not start seeing like bra and panty matches come back. You know.
Oh boy. Yeah, because
what
that's
I'm
not going to be
afraid
good.
of. That's what I'm afraid of.
And that won't be good.
No.
A programming note. We'll be back with the wrestling experience tomorrow night. Me and Sarah will return with the wrestling experience at 7:30. Then I will be back with Nick. Me and Nick will present to you Friday Night SmackDown from Rosemont, Illinois. And Nick, I'm going to tell you this much: this SmackDown is going to be very interesting and very interesting indeed. Yeah. By the way, WWE has announced that the Allstate Arena is completely sold out. So SmackDown is sold out. This makes number 35 another sellout, another banger for WWE TV. Congratulations to WWE for doing that. Rosemont will be on fire, no doubt about it.
God.
And don't forget, Sarah will be making her debut on SmackDown. Her and London will take SmackDown over next Friday, as I will be inside Madison Square Garden for my 201 appearance. It'll be my final wrestling show of 2024, and that will happen next Friday. And they're gonna get crunk next Friday night. They're gonna get crunk. If you will. And don't forget, we will have Money in the Bank. Now, don't forget, Sarah, we're going to be on the air at 6:50 Eastern Time. That is 6:50 Eastern Time. We're going to be on the air for Money in the Bank. And it'll be me. It'll be Sarah. And he's got the rounder. He's got the rounder. Nick the Giant will be in the building. We'll all bring you Money in the Bank 2024. And I believe London and Martina will also bring you Money in the Bank as well. So all of that, potpourri of action, just for you. Just for you here on the Hardcore Sport. Thank you so much. And me and Nick will return with Friday Night SmackDown on July, on the July 4th holiday. And we'll have that little ditty. And anyway, but this Friday, don't forget to tune in to SmackDown. This is going to be the most must-see SmackDown you ever going to watch. If you want to watch an interesting SmackDown, watch this Friday because, oh boy, what a night we had on Monday night. Whoa, boy. And they're doing a vignette of Pac and Claudio Castagnoli. Pac and Claudio Castagnoli will take on each other this Saturday on Collision. There's the brackets, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Jeff Jarrett is in the bracket. Jay White is in the bracket.
God, are you serious?
Yes, Deanna Perron.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match.
So in the women's side, we have Willow Nightingale, Serena Deeb, Nyla Rose, Chris Statlander, Saraya, Mariah May, and Akata Ashida.
Jeff Jarrett, why?
I don't know. With Satnam Singh.
Not be in front of the camera anymore.
And as we all know, when he brings out Satnam Singh, he's as green as, never mind.
Jeffrey is predicting Drew is going to get his hands on CM Punk on Friday. Absolutely, without a doubt.
Hey, yep.
And I'm here for it.
They're going.
It's going to be great.
Claudio Castagnoli sounds like someone who makes spaghetti. Yeah, the Punk thing with McIntyre on Friday in Chicago, it's gonna be fun.
Awesome.
It's gonna be fun to see.
So awesome. That whole feud has just been fantastic.
Can I tell you guys something? Can I tell you something? When this all happened on Monday night, I only thought of that one particular person who would be on Raw with us. And I'm thankful to God she's not anymore because I think I would have lost control of the entire show and the viewing audience would have been zero. Yeah. And here comes Nyla Rose. Here comes Nyla Rose.
That person that you're talking about, they were not happy on Twitter. I was able to find Twitter, and it was interesting to see the tweets that were rolling on out.
I don't want to read them. I'm not interested in them, Nick. And we're gonna move on from that ship because
Jeffrey
obviously somebody.
Chris Statlander and Willow.
Okay, great.
Chris Statlander, and Brandon says Jay is a cockroach that survives every dying territory.
He's just like Jason in those Friday the 13th movies. He keeps coming back. And Nyla Rose, Nyla Rose now with a collar over the top of Chris Statlander. And Statlander now he's trying to shot in the gut. And what a shoulder block. What a shoulder block. And what a it? Oh, down she goes. What a nipple. And they bump chest to chest. And Nyla Rose down. Oh, and look how Nyla Rose is choking. And Bryce Rinsberg is your official in this match. And what is this now? Nyla Rose. Oh, the pool was empty for Nyla Rose. And what is this? Oh, Statlander, what a shot in the face. Down she goes. Nyla Rose. Don't forget, All In London is still available. Tickets are still available right now at livenation.com. What's this now? Nyla Rose Statlander goes back in the ring. Statlander, knocks Nyla Rose off the ring apron and down on the floor. We're going to picture, guys. picture and picture. So you're watching AEW Dynamite. We want to thank you all so much for your time and energy. My name is Earl Gentlemen. That is Hall of Fame Sarah. That is Hall of Fame Nick. And thank you all so much for your time and energy. And we are in picture and picture mode here right now as Nyla Rose is taking on Chris Statlander here for the Owen Hart Cup tournament. Oh, Statlander now. Oh, and she's banging Nyla Rose's back. Again, the crowd is very quiet in this match. Very quiet. And Statlander, oh, and she kicked Nyla Rose in the face.
Jeffrey wants to
And
know where has Nyla Rose been?
She's been off of AEW TV for a while now, and that is because they didn't have anything creatively for her. Usually, when they don't have anything creatively, Jeffrey, you get put down in the middle and on the end of the card, unfortunately. And now Statlander grabs Nyla Rose. Oh. And she bangs her face right on the second turnbuckle. And now she's stomping on Nyla Rose in the corner. She's stomping on Nyla Rose. And what is this now? Statlander is looking around at the audience. We are in Fairfax, Virginia tonight for Dynamite and the Eagle Bank Arena. And what is this now? Oh, and this Thursday we are going to be in Allentown, PA for a taping of Collision. And what is this? Nyla Rose is stalking. Oh, Nyla Rose eats the second turnbuckle. Down she goes. Down she goes. And what is this now? Statlander. And she drags. Oh, she bangs her in the back. She bangs her in the back, did Statlander. What's this? Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Whips to the rope, Statlander. Oh, no, she got caught by Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose picks up Statlander. Oh, and a chop block. Down goes Nyla Rose. Oh, and she kicks her in the back of the head. And she goes 1, 2. No, that's not going to get the job done. That is not going to get the job done. Remember, Nyla Rose used to be a champion here in AEW. Well, if you all didn't know that. And Statlander is choking Nyla Rose, and we're back from picture in picture. And this is for the quarterfinal women's match here in AEW, and the crowd. This match should have been booked in a library. The crowd is just not. It really should. It really should. The crowd is dead. And what? Oh, Nyla Rose. Oh, what a clothesline! And what a clothesline! And look out, Statlander, Nyla Rose, and oh, what a clothesline! Spins her inside and out. Jeffrey, thank you so much for your comment.
I remember Nyla Rose's feud with Jade over the TBS championship.
Yes, we all remember that very well. And Nyla Rose is gonna do what's she gonna do? Cannonball! Boom, boom in your living room. Boom, boom in your living room. And Statlander comes out at 2. And Stokely Hathaway don't like what he sees. And look how, he slipped. There's a slip. Oh, kick in the back of the head.
I would say the Quiet Place movie set. Funny enough, they just showed a commercial for the new Quiet Place movie, which looks really good. I might have to go see that.
Have you ever seen the first 2?
I saw the first one, but I haven't seen the second one.
Oh, the second one. I'm sorry. I'm okay. And All In Arlington is now available The Summer Series is available right now at AEWTIX.com. What is this? Statlander from the top. Oh, and the pool was empty. The pool was empty. Oh, and Nyla Rose with a back elbow. 1, 2. No, Statlander kicks out at 2. Don't forget, when Dynamite is over, I'm going to ask my panelists for their letter grade and their final thoughts on this Dynamite. And what is this now? Nyla Rose is going up to the top rope. Oh, what a right in by Nyla Rose. Oh, down he goes. Down she goes. And Nyla Rose now. Oh, and she split the upright. And what is this? Oh, what a kick in the head. Ain't that a kick in the head? And what is this? Bang! Tombstone pile driver. 1, 2, 3. Statlander is your winner, and she is in the tournament.
I think
She
that's
gave
the right
her.
call.
Yep. And she gave her the Big Bang Theory, and that was it. A bing, a bang, a pig, and a poke, and that was it. Your Statlander is in the tournament. And Stokely Hathaway's on the microphone.
I'm just not seeing the path to All In Arlington being advertised. I believe London said that Tati is going to be at all those events, so we'll be seeing some boots on the ground type of action from those.
So, and Chris and Willow Nightingale's on the. And I got Serena Deeb. I don't think Krista. I think Serena Deeb should win the match on Rampage. Willow Nightingale, unfortunately, I don't think she should go over, and I think Serena Deeb.
Jeffrey said Willow's going to screw Chris from winning the tournament. I don't think that would be, because Willow's the face, Chris is the heel. So,
right.
I would love to see Chris go far in the tournament, maybe even win it. I don't have an issue with her winning it.
No, I don't have an issue with it either. And Serena Deeb will take on Willow Nightingale this Friday on Rampage. And this happened last Wednesday, the Chris Jericho segment, the Charlie Brown segment, and me and Nick had a side conversation. We just couldn't deal with this segment. I asked Nick something, and I said, Nick, while this is going on, let me just pick your brain on something. What was your favorite recipe of the week? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Private Party. Private Party is backstage, and they are with Renee Paquette. Oh no, Chris Jericho's here with the learning tree. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys.
And him. His gimmick just needs to go away and die.
Now he's trying to educate Private Party on luchador wrestling. A pile driver. Yeah. And he said, that doesn't work for me, brother. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. We're looking forward to our match with you on Saturday. We'll be watching. You better respect Chris Jericho. Thanks, guys. Brother Zay says back to you guys. And here comes Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia's in a match, and Mr. Dancing with the Stars. Danny Garcia. And Daddy Magic Matt Menard. Hechicero defeated Dalton Castle. And look how I don't know who this guy is. They didn't even announce the guy in this match. They're marking Garcia. Garcia now drop kicks this local talent. And Garcia, oh. And here again is another talent like Garcia. He needs to be put in the championship conversation. And Garcia now, the front guillotine. He's got a front guillotine. He's out. No, and look out. Oh, that's it. 1, 2, 3. Garcia is your winner in a squash here on Dynamite.
That's the second
Jeffrey
squash
says
match he's had.
The Boring Tree. Ram says, "What's up, Earl, Nick, and Sarah?"
Hey, Ram. Hey, Ram,
Brandon
how you
says,
doing?
Chris Jericho is trying so hard to tarnish his legacy.
Uh-oh.
This would be the worst gimmick I've seen, and I watched Dying WCW.
Oh,
Jericho, please go far away. From Jeffrey. Ram says, how many times have we seen Jericho 2 and that Jackass Perry, or Jungle Jackass Perry, as he said, and then AEW Dynamite seems to be dragging tonight. I agree. The pacing for this one has been off and not at all what it was last week or even the last month since
yeah.
MJF.
Yeah. Oh, and here, wait a minute. Here comes MJF.
Speak of the devil.
MJF is coming down.
Love me some MJF.
And now he's going after Hechicero. And look at, and he's biting him like a kernel of corn, and he only on butter or salt in that jammy.
Yeah. Right? Like the old Bugs Bunny cartoons.
And MJF, he is beating us too. He is beating us too out of Hechicero. And this segment alone is funny like Danny Mobisto couldn't have to a better faction. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your visual aid. The Denty Bang Bang Gang is back, ladies and gentlemen. And MJF now is getting stretched up. Yeah. And the referee and Hechicero now is stretching the bad shoulder of MJF. And who's coming down to help MJF? Will Ospreay is coming down. He's going to save MJF. Ospreay is protecting his main event. And what is this, though? And now...
MJF is my favorite, says Ram. Jeffrey says, we need chicken stew next time. And Ram says...
chicken stew? You want chicken stew? Oh, well, we don't. And they go back to back. They go back to back. So MJF and Will Ospreay go back to back. Don't forget, next Wednesday night we will have the AEW Go Home Show. It is the Go Home Show for AEW Dynamite. The crowd is chanting, "Holy ass, holy ass, holy ass." What a stare down and what a main event it's going to be at the Forbidden Door. And Garcia's looking at the international champion. He wants that international champion. Would you see Will Ospreay wrestle twice in the Forbidden Door, defending that title with Garcia, and then have him lose it to Garcia at the pay per view, and then winning the match over Strickland to get the title? That's something that Tony Khan that could happen if Tony Khan wants to go that way.
That would be very audacious booking, and I would not mind to see that one bit.
That would save everything, because that would save everything.
I didn't think, like, when you predicted that CM Punk was going to put on a ref shirt and come down to the ring and screw Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle, I was like, that's too much. Like, I don't think they would do something like that. Sure enough, you called it exactly. I was shocked. I was legit shocked that actually happened, and that you called it exactly. Like, that was crazy to me. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to doubt any of your fantasy booking anymore.
Well,
lesson.
Well, like I said, we will have to see about that. But that's something that I'm thinking about in my head. That's something I'm thinking.
That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind it one bit.
No.
I'll be
No,
right
when
back,
I call-
guys. One quick second.
Okay, man. Okay, Nick. I when I called that match and I said, "How much do you want to bet the ref gets a bump?" He puts on the ref shirt.
Way.
Sure enough.
I was like, no way are they going to do something just that advantageous. Like, that's too much. That's too much. And I couldn't believe it when it actually happened. It actually legit happened.
I know.
I just remember thinking, no way. I kept thinking, no way, over and over again when we saw this figure from afar running down to the ring. I was like, no way. Because any other ref, any other legit ref, they always like film them like face, the camera facing them. You see who it is. I'm like,
Right.
Why are they not showing this person? That's kind of weird. And I'm like, no flipping way is this Punk. Sure enough.
Yes, it is. Sure enough.
That's
Even Mac
crazy.
Mac was shocked when I called it like that. Even Mac was shocked. He just couldn't believe that I called it. I called it right then and there.
I couldn't believe
Right.
it. Like, that
Right.
just was too crazy.
And
Yeah,
again,
that was
I wanted.
That was a shock in the way that how they did it. I loved how they did it with the production style of it. But
Yes.
I was fully on the train of him coming out in a black hoodie and going that route.
Yeah, something.
And
But then I turned around and said what I said.
doing the ref thing was very interesting, and it spiced it up a little bit. And then also the other shock of the night was Alba Fire and Isla Dawn winning the tag titles.
Well,
Yeah, that I was not expecting at all.
and Brian Cage just want to challenge Will Ospreay for his title, and Brian Ospreay says yes.
All this star power should have been the main event. Jeffrey said MJF and Will Ospreay face to face was fire. And then he said they had a handheld camera and shot CM Punk from the back. That was smart. They had there's a video of him asking Jessica Carr for
Jessica Carr.
Yeah,
which by the way,
my socials. So I found that and saw that right away.
Yeah, you did a good job with all that footage of Nick. You really did, and I commend you for it. Jessica Carr. Now I know some of you all are going to say, "How do you know this?" But again, like I said, she was a little reprimanded for giving the shirt away. She's really not supposed to be doing that. But Punk took it from her and says, "Don't worry." She said, "What are you gonna do with it?" He said, "Don't worry about it." He puts it on. He comes out and sprints to the ring. And like I said, when I called that ending, oh boy, I just could imagine
That's crazy.
a certain someone just going bananas. Um,
Oh yeah.
and ripping the TV off the wall and ripping up the cable and just going apoplectic and going apoplectic because illegally he can't count the three because he's not the official.
Well, he
So
did say
here
in the,
comes.
in the press conference after, he did say that he was cleared for referee duty. So
Oh well, yeah, but he wasn't the special guest referee. He wasn't. There was no contract that was signed.
someone had
So
to do it. So
right.
well, what about
So
McIntyre putting his hands on Punk when he was wearing the official shirt?
oh yeah, well then he got kicked in the haggis. Yeah. Well anyway. Yeah,
In the
yeah,
hay.
yeah,
Oh, for
yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Or the bagpipes or whatever you want to call it. Whatever.
bagpipes.
Whatever you want to
Oh
call
my
it.
god.
I just love that McIntyre, one of the first things he said was that Punk was a quitter and took his ball and went home and whatnot. And then that's exactly what McIntyre ended up doing.
Well, like I
least
said
until
before,
At least until
right,
Friday.
and then the company cell phone was returned. His social media has been deactivated, and Pac now is versing Claudio Castagnoli, and we're back with more of Dynamite. And Claudio now is chopping Pac, and this is your main event of Dynamite. And what's this now? Claudio now, oh, right, hit first into the barricade. And Pac now is running Claudio, oh, again, hit first into the barricade. And what is this now? Pac now is going on the top rope. And what's this now? Pac is going to fly. Look out, missile drop kick. And your referee for this contest is Bryce Brinsberg. And what is this? Okay, so next, Memphis. MJF is in Memphis. And Smart now, and Claudio now is grabbing at his hip. He's trying to get the feeling back in his leg. Oh, Brian Danielson will be taking on Shingo Sasaki at the Forbidden Door for the Owen Hart tournament. Sure. Sorry if I butchered the name of the Japanese gentleman, but I don't speak Japanese, so. But Brian Danielson has a match at the Forbidden Door, and that's been added. And Claudio Castagnoli, he's grabbing his hip. Oh, and what an uppercut. What an uppercut from Claudio Castagnoli to Pac. And Brian Danielson is on commentary. Thank you all so much for all your comments, your thoughts tonight, and your energy for tonight's Dynamite. We had a good time doing the show. Like everyone, like I said to everyone.
Quite a bunch of people jumping in.
Yeah, yeah.
Aim seemed legal if he was legally to be a ref. Joe says Claudio is such a good look and a good worker. Brian Danielson is back with the braids again. Oh, MJF is going to be in Memphis this Saturday for Collision, or Saturday on July 6th. So that's huge.
Yeah.
MJF on Collision.
Right.
And there's the announcement of Danielson with his match for Forbidden Door.
Right. Yep. Again, thank you all so much for your comments and your thoughts tonight. We really greatly appreciate it. And remember, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to us. Don't forget to share the stream out. And of course, we want to thank you all again for your time and energy. We're in picture-in-picture mode, and we are in the middle of the main event. It's Claudio Castagnoli taking on Pac. And what a double stomp to the gut. And he covers him 1, 2, no. Pac kicks out at 2. My name is
Thank you, Jeffrey. He says,
Thank
we
you,
appreciate
Jeffrey.
you guys, Nick, Earl, and Sarah. We appreciate you too, Jeffrey. Thank you for being
Hey, we
active.
appreciate you. Yes, thank you, Jeffrey, for your time and energy. And Pac now, what was he doing? Oh, and Claudio now still grabbing at that right hip. I think his hip is barking him. And Pac is down, and he's kicking Pac in the face with his boot. Kick him again in the face. The men's Owen Hart Cup Tournament quarterfinals. Who's going to go into the bracket? Who's going to go move forward? Is it Claudio or is it Pac? And what's this now? And we're going to be going to overtime, guys. We're doing overtime. And, oh, Pac with a kick to the face. Oh. Tomorrow we are in Allentown for Collision. Down goes the. And next Wednesday we are in the Key Bank Center in Buffalo, New York.
Brandon says HSN makes watching wrestling, even bad wrestling, a lot more fun.
Oh, that's so nice. And don't forget, next Sunday we will have the Forbidden Door. The Forbidden Door will happen at 7:50 Eastern Time. It'll be me, and he's got the roundup. He's got the roundup. Mac the Giant Fan and I will be in the building, and we'll present to you the Forbidden Door. That's all next Sunday here on the Hardcore Sports. And what's this stuff? DDT on the floor. And don't forget, 24 hours from now, me and Sarah will be back with the wrestling experience. What is this now? We'll be on the air at 7:30 for the wrestling experience. What is it? 1, 2, no. Claudio kicks out at 2. And that's a beautiful elbow drop. And don't forget, Sarah will be making her SmackDown debut. She's going to be doing SmackDown with London. Now in London, we'll be doing SmackDown next Friday, right here on the Hardcore Sports. And of course, Jeffrey, thank you so much for your comments.
Jeffrey, the winner gets the Owen Hart. No, it's a tournament for the title isn't defended week to week or anything like that. It's once every year. The winner just gets the title after winning the tournament, like Adam Cole and Britt Baker did last year. And then
they also get
there on the stage.
Right. But they also, I'm sorry to cut you off, Nick, but they also get a #1 contendership. Whoever wins the tournament from the men and the women, they'll be the #1 contenders, and they will go out to all in London to take on the champion. And now Pac now, which will happen at the end of August. And Pac now is on the top rope, and I believe he's gonna. Is Pac gonna fly? Is Pac gonna fly? No, he missed. And Claudio, the nasty uppercut. That's it. 1, 2. No, Pac kicks out at 2. What do you think of this match so far, guys?
Very hard hitting. Definitely the good choice for the main event. That's for sure.
I still would have liked to see MJF and Roosh be the main event, but that's just me.
That's true.
Oh,
I mean, it's probably better for them to do commercial free for the first 30 minutes in the beginning of the
Yeah.
night versus the end. But I mean, if you would have promoted it, more and done a better job of the marketing, as we say that they do need to do a better job of, you could have had the
Yes.
hype for it to get to, for that second hour, an hour and a half, pack the commercials and then do the last, 30 minutes, especially if they do the overtime run, then you just throw more commercials in as you go over for the overrun.
right. You need to work for AEW, Nick. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
I did see that they do have the positions that open that you were saying about, and London also applied for one of the jobs there. So maybe I will just throw my name in the ring.
Oh,
Well, maybe you should do it. You in London should do it. I would put my faith in the both of you to run AEW. Um, and Claudio Castagnoli. Yeah, Nick, you should put your just send your resume. And what is this? Roll him on. And what is this? Oh no, sharpshooter! He's got a sharpshooter. He's got a sharpshooter. Let's just hope that Tony Khan, when he does interview, he's not in pajamas. Anyway,
oh God. Yeah. Let's hope that is not the case.
It's Winnie the Pooh slippers. Oh, so you're here for the job? Okay, how you doing?
Like, hey, I had those too when I was 10.
and now he got a crossface and he runs a 1, 2, no. Claudio Castagnoli kicks out at 10. And what is this? The only rolls him off. 1, 2, no. Oh. And look at this. And look at 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, no. Wow. And what is this? He rolls a Claudio Castagnoli. No. Claudio, no. 1, 2, no. 1, 2, no. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Pac wins. Pac wins.
Wow.
That's interesting. Jeffrey says, agree,
honest-
Nick should book AEW.
I'm honestly
Joe
surprised.
says Pac needs to join House of Black.
Josh, thank you so much for your comment.
It's decent so far. And then I should book AEW. I'll do whatever Tony wants me to do. However I can help. I'm a team guy.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And if he needs a reference, he can vouch. I can vouch for that. That was a shocker.
I'm very surprised. I thought Claudio was going to win that.
So Pac moves on in the tournament, and Claudio has been eliminated. We got the Rampage.
Wait, they're doing Rampage? We're watching Rampage right now?
No. No, that's Friday. That's Friday.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Oh, that's
wait, I didn't
Friday.
know Rampage was on tonight.
No. Rampage. No. Nope. We are done with Dynamite. Rampage will be seen after SmackDown this Friday. And don't forget, Will Ospreay will defend the title against Brian Cage on Collision. And Shibata will be taking on the Ultimo. And MJF is live on Collision. This.
Well, Claudio can go back to making spaghetti. Jeffrey says.
Hey, Jeffrey, thank you so much for your time and energy. Thank you.
Oh, that's funny.
Mamma
Oh, Solamilo. As I go on the gondola. as we got on our gondola and go down VNS. All right, so that is the end of Dynamite. But guys, I'm gonna go to Sarah first. Sarah, what did you make of Dynamite and your letter grade, please?
Um, the pacing, I agree with what Nick said earlier. The pacing this week was not as good as it has been the last 2 weeks, the last two episodes. Last week was amazing. So the pacing, they need to like keep their foot down on the gas pedal when it comes to the pacing of the show. Um, while I would have liked to have seen Roosh and MJF main event, I understand they made the Owen Hart Cup match the main event, and that makes sense. I like that they started off with MJF and Roosh because it's very hard hitting. They had a decent little mini, I guess, feud going on, so that was good. They started it off with a bang. Um, the I'm trying to think of all the stuff that stuck out to me. Just the whole Tony Storm contract signing, like that. Yeah, that's just her gimmick's not working for me. It's just, yeah, that can be skipped. We don't need to be seeing all that weird crap. I'm trying to think, what were some of the other matches that were on tonight? Oh, the 8-man tag match. Yeah, of course, Aubrey Edwards, is a stellar referee, not. She really, right? She seriously, like, I don't know why they keep booking her with these multi-man matches, whether it's 2, 3, or 4 opponents across the ring from each other. She loses control of the match very, very, very quickly.
That's right.
Constantly doesn't see stuff that happens. So when that happens, it takes me out of the match because I'm distracted. Like, okay, wait, what's going on? And I'm looking here and there and here, up, down, side to side. Like, I can't keep track of what's going on, and who the two legal people are in the match. But they're all 8 of those guys are excellent. So I thought it was a very action-packed match. So I did enjoy that one. And I love Mark Briscoe. So the face-to-face between Will Ospreay and Swerve was great. It's adding more heat to their match coming at Forbidden Door. But again, I reiterate the same problem I have with this match. It's not that it's come too soon. It's just they're both champions. So either way you do it, one pins the other, it makes one of them look bad. And they're both champions. They both should not be getting pinned right now. So, like, to your point, Earl, I think it would have to be something where it's like a DQ or somebody interferes in the match, something
Right.
to make it so both guys don't look weak.
Right.
And again, I thought Claudio and Pac was great. Very hard hitting match. Very surprised Pac won, but it is what it is. And I think overall I'd give the show a B. I give it a solid B. It was pretty good.
All right. Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, the pacing was tough to navigate through and stay with the show. They leaned in heavy with the commercials for after that first 30 minutes being commercial free, which it sucks because they started out really good with that match, and then it slowed down and it was off, and everything. The other segments were okay. We didn't get a full learning tree segment this week or TV time with Jericho, so I guess that's good. And then the tournament matches were good. That main event was wild, and surprising that Claudio didn't win. But yeah, I agree. Definitely, I agree with Sarah. B would be my grade as well. That's also what Chris gives the show.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same letter grade as you all. The openings, I agree with everything you all have said. The first hour was great. They went full metal to the pedal with the match. MJF wins clean. I like that. That was good. That was great. Commercial free. We got it. The other matches that happened, then they took the foot slightly off the gas, and then everything started to go like down to a little bit, and it started to go a little bit down below the valley and everything. It wasn't the pace that I was looking forward to last week. Last week's pace was better than this week. And let's just hope and pray that next week the go home show has a little bit more fluidity to it and a little bit more cohesiveness to it, and we can get a solid go home show because Sarah knows this, and everybody that works with me knows this. I like a solid go home show. I like a solid go home show because if you have a solid go home show, then that means that we can invest in the pay per view upcoming on the calendar. Um, and that is a testament of what the show should be. The rest of the matches were okay. The women's division matches boring because of the audience. There was no crowd participation, and when you don't have no crowd participation in the match, it takes the fun out of the match. It takes away the mystique of the match. You need that crowd participation because that's the winning formula for everything. And without that, you really don't have a good match going on. Everything else was fine. The main event, I thought it was a shocking thing with Claudio Castagnoli not to win, but they gave it to Pac instead. So Pac moves forward in the tournament. But other than that, the show gets a B. Show gets a B for me, and yeah, and that's gonna put a bow on this Dynamite. But I want
Jeffrey
to thank Nick.
Jeffrey gives
Yes?
it a B, and Brandon says B minus show. The usual suspects drug down the average despite some positive progress towards Forbidden Door.
Yes, positive progress was been doing. I agree with all of that assessment. And yeah, so that's going to do it for us here at Dynamite. I want to thank Nick and I want to thank Sarah for their time and energy. It's great to have the Denti Bang Bang Gang back together. It's been a long time coming, and we had fun tonight with you and everybody that's in the chat. And thank you all so much. Now, don't forget, just 24 hours from now, me and Sarah will return together because we're going to do the wrestling experience. And Johns is coming on the wrestling experience. And he's going to make his debut in the wrestling experience. And we're going to have fun with him with the wrestling experience. So he's coming on the wrestling experience. We're going to welcome him and everybody else. So thank you all so much for your time and energy. And thank you all again for watching AEW Dynamite. For the lovely Sarah and the very talented Nick, I'm Earl Cole. Thank you all so much for your time and energy. I'll see you tomorrow night. Me and Sarah will see you tomorrow night for the wrestling experience.